Why your favorite onion sites vanish overnight. You bookmark a useful onion service, rely on it regularly, then one day it's simply gone without explanation. Why does this happen so frequently on the dark web? The sudden disappearance of onion sites frustrates users and makes the dark web seem unreliable, yet these vanishing acts follow predictable patterns with understandable causes. This article explains the technical, operational, security, and economic factors that cause onion sites to disappear, helping users understand and anticipate these events. Technical failures and infrastructure collapse. Server failures without redundancy. Many onion services operate on single servers without backup systems. When hardware fails, services disappear instantly. Unlike major surface web services with redundant infrastructure, dark web services often lack resources for proper backup systems. A single hard drive failure, power supply death, or motherboard malfunction permanently ends services without recovery plans. Hosting provider issues. Dark web services rely on hosting providers, which face their own vulnerabilities. Hosting companies go out of business, terminate accounts for TOS violations, suffer their own infrastructure failures, or get pressured to shut down dark web hosting. When providers fail, all hosted services disappear simultaneously. Configuration errors and updates. Tor hidden service configuration is complex. Operators make mistakes that break services. Incorrect Tor configurations, failed software updates, permission errors, or certificate problems. Unlike Surface Web where immediate feedback helps identify issues, onion service problems may go unnoticed for days while operators wonder why traffic dropped. Operational factors. Loss of private keys. Onion addresses are cryptographically bound to private keys. If operators lose keys through accidental deletion, hardware failure without backup, or security compromise, their onion addresses become permanently inaccessible. Unlike Surface Web domains that can be re-registered, lost onion keys mean the service can never use that address again. Operator burnout and abandonment. Operating onion services is demanding work. Constant security monitoring, community management, infrastructure maintenance, and dealing with hostile actors. Operators burn out, lose interest, or find the work unsustainable. Rather than formally shutting down, many simply stop maintaining services, which gradually decay and disappear. Financial unsustainability. Most onion services don't generate revenue but incur real costs. Hosting fees, time investment, security tools, and opportunity costs. When costs exceed resources or motivation, operators abandon services. Donation-supported services are particularly vulnerable when funding dries up. For current status of dark web services and uptime tracking, visit Dark Web Links Club. Security-related disappearances. Law enforcement operations. High-profile services hosting illegal content face law enforcement action. When servers are seized and operators arrested, services end permanently. Even services hosting legal content may disappear if sharing infrastructure with targeted operations results in collateral seizures. Security compromises. When services are hacked or compromised, responsible operators shut down rather than continue operating PWNED infrastructure. Attackers might steal data, install backdoors, or take control of services. Operators discovering compromises often terminate services immediately to prevent further damage. Deliberate exit strategies. Some disappearances are planned security measures. Operators change addresses periodically for operational security, shut down services that have served their purpose, or relocate operations due to increased threat profiles. These intentional exits often leave users without explanation to maintain operator security. Economic reasons. Market pressures and competition. Dark web services face competition like surface web businesses. Superior alternatives attract users away from existing services. As user bases shrink, operators lose motivation to maintain increasingly irrelevant platforms. Services disappear not from sudden failure but gradual irrelevance. Exit scams. Marketplaces and services holding user funds sometimes execute exit scams, deliberately shutting down while stealing deposited cryptocurrency. These aren't failures, they're calculated decisions to cash out and disappear. Exit scams explain many sudden marketplace closures. Policy and pressure. Terms of service violations. Services violating hosting provider terms face account termination. Providers under pressure from authorities, payment processors, or legal threats terminate dark web hosting clients. Services may disappear not from technical issues but from losing hosting access. External pressure. Operators face various external pressures, legal threats even for legal services, harassment from hostile actors, personal life complications, or employment conflicts. Rather than risking escalation, operators often quietly shut down services. Visit the link in the description below for more information.